Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another Strong Arms and Swift Steel number 2, Hotseat as House Lannister. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final creme de la creme, is salt pans. Now, I put everything into this, and Stannis was not able to take it, or take me down, which was super relieving to see when he passed his turn on. You guys have no idea, there was a lot of self-pressuring going there, and I was probably not for the best, but it was good. I mean, my biggest go-ahead here was seeing that he sent Monterey's, the heir, back over this way, so I was like, okay, I feel much more confident going for this now, because if the heir is farther out of range, then that must mean he doesn't have a second army coming to assist, So we're just going to do that. That's not what I did. I actually would take Justin. I took Justin, had him take 3 units of spears with Boros Blunt. He attacked, he got 1 thing of chivalry, which very high taxes. We take the entire army out. We grab these 3 units, which would toss them in there. They're just not in range. So yeah, we would get units based on having a mission. So I asked the admin because I was able to formulate it where I would get 4 war galleys, which with the current setup I have here, I would be able to press the advantage and attack with like 7 to 5 or 7 to 6 odds, 7 being us, which is awesome because, well, he said no, so say goodbye to that extra fleet. Basically what I need is my entirety of the fleet in the north to come south. The Greyjoys took out Banefort. I actually take Blunt, or not Blunt, but Gaunt. Actually get him an extra... misclicking. I actually attack this rebel force, kill it off, get him another Star of Command, and I have him sit pretty over here. But for the sake of showing you, they left their archer unit. Here is where they stayed. So I end up throwing my fleet over this way. I throw Lefford here because I don't know if they're going to try to go for Case or not. If they do, then I'll be in range. And also, they better back the fuck off because I ain't dealing with this shit. I ain't dealing with this Ironborn shit. Get out of my lands, get out of here, or I will kill your fleet. Now, if they bring more ships, then I have to flee for my life. Then at that point, it'd be a matter of how much am I willing to give up of the coastline. I don't want to give any coastline up, actually. So the best I could probably do would be a fort here, here, and here. Then I have those 3, and then I could just defend these with a fort up there. And that, no, I can't. That's too many freaking forts. But having salt pans frees me up 3 forts. I'm keeping this one because you might not see it. But Stannis is still waiting because he could land. Technically, he could land here, move forward a tile, then attack this. And he could re-garrison this fort, or attack it if I attacked it myself. Then he could relay siege to salt pans. He could actually fort off here as well, because there's 3 fort limit. So I'd have to go all the way around, which would not be possible. So he could essentially, pretty much essentially just take it out. He wouldn't even have to besiege it from this side, because if I could get use this unit, stopped by the fort, attack this guy. Nope, he could just attack from over here. So I do leave that fort garrisoned. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Oh, there's also a unit over here. 10 to 9 odds. Average victory. I actually got it where he got a clear victory with 0 casualties. So he finally gets another Star of Command. Finally. So now Clegane is a natural 5-star commander. And I end up grabbing these 2 guys. I throw them back there. And we go like so. Now, now you gotta remember, Clegane has 10% extra movement, which gives him an extra tile. So this tile right here, where we would be stopped to besiege that, if we were, which we're not, because we have no freaking troops to do it, we would actually be stopped back here. So we'd be 1 tile short if we were a regular army, which is what his will be. So we're safe to move Gregor forward, or I mean back, without any worry, because I was really freaking out. I might just give away Greywater Watch just so he throws 1 cav unit over here to take it. No. I actually want him to like besiege Greywater Watch and another like unit behind it so I can night fighter it with Clegane. It'd be hilarious. But yeah, we end up moving everybody down south. He did not get any ancillary, so something in the text file must be the trigger not working or something. So there's that. There's that. But yes, Lefford will be our man defending the west, and then Humphrey Gaunt will take up the gauntlet to take up the torch when he dies or is getting too old. And that's pretty much that. Oh, I think I'll grab both Mobrands, all these cavalry. We end up doing that. Any units that we have to retrain from the assault. The spearmen we throw in the dairy and then retrain with Tyrion. And these guys, having better chivalry than Tyrion, take over the lordship of the place, which kind of sucks, but happens. So I'm just retraining these guys because I want them to have partial plate, plus it could get them up to silver chevron, which would be rather nice. Very tough times right now. So yes, I'll have to stay on the screen. Fraps is dying.
Oh.
Apparently. Alright, we're good. I was thinking about building a new ship in salt pans, but I don't think so. Not right now. Just to show you, they backed off. So Randall and Oakhart are on the retreat. I'll show you the end bit because it's just a little too much in depth. An interesting bit I want to point out here is that this might say plus 10 trade, plus 1 loyalty, and I even looked in the ancillary files, and one of the files says this, which is why we see this, right? But the underlying cause, or the cause of what happens when you get an ancillary is 10 trade, 1 loyalty, and 1 command. So if we give this away, oh, look at that, 4 stars, no way. So if I could get either Lyle or Walder, I'm hoping Walder actually, because Walder's starting to grow on me. But Lyle will gain a star from here. I don't sack it actually, I just did that inadvertently on accident. Then we'll retrain those guys, except I was able to retrain a few more units because I occupied and I didn't sack it, but yeah. That's that. Then I actually used Martin to go to Upland so he could get the ancillary. I didn't even check to see if they put a trigger in because I probably should have done that, but I didn't do that with Brightwater because it was dangerous, and B, it was a -2 loyalty for a +5 trade, which when this +10 trade only brings up the income by 6, it's not very good. But I suppose it's like that because the only place to trade is the uplands. Because the trade here is cut off because of the frickin' High Garden. Yeah, there you go, see? That's why. And our trade is cut off navally because they're being douchebags. But yes, this turn we do move the ship forward. The Arbor is still under the plague. But we'll grab these two guys. Take Walder. They'll have enough to build a ladder. We'll take the remains, which say it's like 3 units shorter. It's like that. The idea is to either take the smaller unit or the Levy Spearman, probably the Levy Spearman. Oh, that just sounded so stupid, but you know, A or B are both the same option, yet we're gonna choose one of them. We'll choose this one because these have experienced chevrons. I'll bring these guys back, but fact is that they won't rebel when they're over at the Arbor, and the second fact is that no, I mean they won't rebel because Tywin's authority is through the roof. It's insane, but the main fact is that they only have General supposedly in the Arbor, so if they do, I mean, if he dies, that'd be great, because he might not think, oh, well, he's got a ship around there. He doesn't have any ships, you know. How's he going to get to the Arbor? Well, I kind of have a chance. Oh, what would be the best case scenario is next turn he dies. And I mean, this is after the Renly player's new player, or if it's admin subbed again because admin had to sub it again. Actually, Gimli's pretty much left the hot seat. Left or got kicked out for not playing his turns because he's not liking it anymore, but I can understand. I've been in this position and I didn't like it either. But I wanted to win this from the start, and I've definitely tried my hardest to get there, so not trying to sound cocky or overeager or anything. I'm saying, and Belthasar Bolton, the admin, can confirm that my goal was to win from the start, despite being in the middle and against all the odds. If only I could have had Gary Lannister as well, because I really wanted Gary and I even modded it in to make it possible too. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap on what things look like. I'm thinking Harlaw might return home, if anything, but I really need this ship to come back. Because then, once this cog is complete, I might have enough to match this fleet 1-to-1, actually. I just need one more galley. But I think 2 or 3 sailors could match a regular galley, so... I don't know. Once I get these ships going, then I'll be in better water. But as soon as I take away the Arbor, then that's his last viable port. And another bug just flew into my water. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know. But I'll show you guys what the end turns looks like in a moment. Alright, so here's what it looks like. I forgot to mention that I took that unit of spearmen from Old Town to toss down here. The idea is to have them sit in Garrison Sunhouse, so then I don't have to recruit something right away. and also to see if I can retrain them right away, because I'm assuming, or I'm guessing, an educated guess, that they didn't recruit anything from the Sun House for most of the Hotseat. So, I mean, it's logical because it's so far out of the way. It'd be like recruiting from the Arbor for there's no reason to. It's like Old Town. I mean, it might be a great, prosperous city, but there's no point in recruiting when there's shit units compared to what you could recruit over here at Highgarden. I mean, maybe Brightwater Keep for the armored spearmen, maybe for the levy spears, but not levy spears probably once you destroyed the blacksmith, but Also, I'd like to see which building they destroyed, because there can only be either garrison quarters, a boiler, or stables left, and there's only 2 slots left. Put your votes in now to see which of our contestants was the lucky one. So yeah, I've got him ready. He did not gain any more movement. He took the port, so then he could get a little bit more money on the trade. It's only 6 golds. It's really nothing. Oh yeah, move forward, took that fort. That way I can secure this area. Oh, I also moved 2 units up here to get retrained, which is nice, from his army. And 1 levy spear, and then these guys, I thought since I'm going to need to retrain from both of these places, I might as well get them that mail armor that I always wanted them to have, you know? Now, let's see, I got the biggest unit of mercenaries and I got the medium unit once each. So, excuse me, I might be able to get some more later, but it just depends, because I might get another sword based on how much money I have. I've been fine, but I mean, I'm making another 500 gold despite all the retraining and spending of money I'm doing. Well, hopefully I won't have to do too much. I know I'm going to have to spend another 2,000 at least in Lannisport next turn, because the sailors are going to be done, so I'll be starting on another galley. So in 6 turns, I will be able to combat the Renly fleet, finally. Just so glad I was able to cut off their fleet making ability and finances. Stab it in the heart. Also, yes. Let's see here. So, I put 1 too many units over here, but I really didn't want to quick save or anything for it, because 101 was not quite enough troops to be retrained, so I threw the 117 in just to see. Yep, it was. So I just decided to retrain all those guys and call it good. Otherwise, Davin's gonna be over here in his little hidey hole. I threw him there because one of those units will go forth, kill him or take it, and we'll be done. And the Sun House will be taken as well next turn. Either I'll kill the rebels, or I'll just have Walder gain another star by taking Sun House. It'd be nice if he got 1 from taking Sun House. But, Alright, so he's heading over. So oh no, actually these guys will be the ones staying behind. Ironic twist, I know. But the thing is, Kevin has more movement. I'm not going to give this to Mandan when he's got only a 10% movement bonus. So I'm actually going to retrain 2, 4, 6, 7 units worth of troops. I also threw Kevin's 1 unit of armored spearmen that did not have any armor upgrade, so I threw him there. And then I also wanted to upgrade the Marbrand, father and son, because they're going to be heading south with him. Waters will be next going up. He's next in line to get his armor upgrade. He's going to be the one staying with Gawain. Or no, maybe I shouldn't have him stay. thing is, Tyrion is the other night fighter, so we don't really need waters. Maybe I should keep sending him. Huh. The more you think about it, the more you want to change your mind. But yeah, we're still building a sailor. These troops will be all complete. I think it's time that we looked at some faction rankings. So overall, Stannis is improving quite a bit. Very nice. Overall, it will be a while before I can come back to that rocketing high I was once at. You never get the same high twice. Militarily, I will finally be able to recapture that point of military dominance I had a while ago. I was not going to be able to hold that military dominance because I was constantly fighting. Oh my gosh, it was too much fighting. But I'm glad that that's over. Glad we took down the Starks, but they're going to be recuperating rather quickly, so I need to make an army at the Twins. If I can make an army at the Twins, a decent army, maybe like 15 units, then I think we can hold them back. And I'll probably have Gregor inside the eastern side and Sandor on the western side, because that way Gregor can attack and get a ton of command stars for attacking, and then Sandor can reinforce because they're both night fighters now, which will be super nice. Anyways, production, I mean, there's nothing to build unless I want to build a leather tanner, which I really want to build a leather tanner in the south, but I couldn't be bothered to build one because it's going to be done in 4 turns, and we might have moved off or ran for it at that point. I don't know. If it came down to it, I'd actually sacrifice everybody except for Davin for Davin to escape in the south. If it came down to it, I would do that. So finally knocking down Renly. So then, yeah, the graph is off by a turn or so. So it's fine. Whatever. We're seeing last turns, basically. Or no, would it be last turns? Last turn I was besieging Old Town. No, it would be the turn before, because if I was besieging Old Town, I would have sacked it last turn. So, yeah, we're seeing this like 2 turns prior, so. Finances, everybody's. I'm guessing Renly's going farther down than it looks right now, and Stark is probably going to be close to going in debt and then have to disband a few units. Stannis is going to be going down a little bit more due to me taking Salt Pans back. And this extra chivalry was just enough to have that extra 5% public order. I might break down and buy another militia. Actually, I shouldn't have to, because I've got another one here. And then I could just toss these archers over there, and that would be that. That, or I could just use all the good spearmen to leave them here, and then just switch out spearmen, so then we actually have pretty much a stack of levy spearmen. You know, I might do that, because I've got that. So 15, 17, plus another 4 is 21, so geez. We don't even need them. To be honest, we could just have these guys and have the extra units. Just need extra 2 units, and the 2 militia and spear militia could equal 1 levy. Kind of. Well, if you threw the crossbowmen, I don't care. I really don't care right now. My turn's done. I'm happy it's out of the way. It's just interesting that I could have had 5 freaking war galleys total, and I just could not do it because I'm so mad at the admin right now. So not fair. Oh, all in good time. It was either the war galleys or I was gonna do guardians or guards of the rock in Old Town so that I could beef up Davin's army, but either way I was planning on retraining it to its former glory, so I mean, if I see them getting aggressive and moving major units down this way, I might get another mercenary band and might just ask for 2 units of swordsmen or something. Because he's got a few units of swordsmen in his army. And a lot of armored spearmen, so it probably would be best if I. How can you have 0 FPS on? I don't understand, Fraps. I just don't understand. Oh, it doesn't matter. Pretty much got for you guys today. I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna pass it on to them. Already did actually. So thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next turn 25. Hopefully the admin doesn't prematurely bring in the Targaryens because I'm doing so well. I really don't want that to happen because that would be fucking annoying. He's being a little overkill with Greyjoy at the moment, trying to go 2 for 2. No, I'm gonna deny your 2 for 2 and say you only get 1 for 1. I'll also be sending troops next turn to Painfort, probably, to reclaim it and take back what is ours. But yeah, I mean, if they defeat our units trying to take Banefort, then I'll take that as a message. Don't fuck with Banefort. Don't touch it again. We're just gonna leave it like a, as bad as this sounds, but we're gonna leave it like our child in the supermarket. We're just gonna say, oh, I'm going off to get some soup. Okay, Dad, bye. See you in a bit. Never comes back. Kid's like, what? What's my name again? I better remember if I want to find home. Too bad you forgot, kid. Anyways, thank you everybody. Sorry for that little tangent. I'll see you next time. Berry night.